Hello, everybody, and welcome to Spotting Journey. Hope everybody's doing well. Just want to do a quick video, really. I've just watched a quick clip of Tottenham pre-training against Atletico Madrid tomorrow night. Now, I must admit, I'm really shocked, guys, what I saw, and I'll tell you honestly. Romero were there, like he's never been away. You had some players laughing and joking. And I know what people are going to say, but they've been told to do that, for video, But if that's the case, then the owners haven't read the room, have they? Because all the Tottenham fans are worrying to death about getting relegated. They're reading away from it. They're all in their bubble. They don't care. They don't care about what Tottenham fans are going through, and it's a big shame. Now I know there's a protest planned for the Nottingham Forest game. I'd strongly advise you all to get to it, and make your feelings and expressions known to that you won't let Enoch out, because I think that's the only way things will change at your club. Sadly, but what'll end up happening is that the regulars will go and turn up in the droves. They'll probably get about 200 there. And rest of them just walk into the ground and then have a whinge. Some of them boot players off, some of them clap the players. It's weird what goes. It's weird what you see at Tottenham. Um, but then there'll be the ones who, when summer transfer window comes round and you don't sign these top quality players because you're in Championship, they'll be first ones to whinge. They can't whinge if they don't attend a protest, guys. They aren't willing to do anything about it. They can't whinge. They can't. They simply can't. They're doing nothing. Your club's almost going to get relegated. You're going to be playing Championship football, in my honest opinion, for a few seasons, not just one season. I think it'll be two or three. Look at Leeds when they went down. Do you know what I mean? Just because you're a big club by name, it doesn't necessarily you're entitled to come straight back up from Championship. It's a tough old slugging Championship. 44 games you play in a season. Um, everyone will be seeing Tottenham as their FA Cup final. They'll be wanting to beat you. It's not going to be an easy route to get back out of it. And do you honestly trust these owners who did nothing, are they, in January, knowing that the squad were depleted with injuries? Do you honestly believe that they're good enough and trustworthy enough to build a Championship squad? Bearing in mind, Tottenham have never been in Championship. They've always been a Premier League club, so if you want to do something about it, you have to turn up at these protests. I watched the two mark show with Cookie. I know I know he's going for definite. Is Cookie. Sava's going to be there. Stell will be not more than likely be there, won't he? Hopefully, he's been to everyone for the past 6 years, and he's the one who started at the Unique and Leave You Out movement when he went back in day, and but all these people who walk past them and take pictures of them and laugh at them, you've got to remember that these guys were calling this out from a long time ago. They were seeing what were happening at that club before the rest of us could see what were happening at that club. So, don't, all I'm asking you to do is, don't just take pictures of them, join them, make your feelings heard, you know, and don't be laughing at them for trying to want what's best for the club, because for me, I'd sooner have 100 of them sort of people with me than 50 than 50,000 who don't turn up for protests. I tell you, honestly, I'd rather have them watching me back, definitely, because I know that they've got the club's interest at heart, and it's a matter of Do you want to go out, Max? Just let me dog out. It's a matter of going on. Sorry about that, guys. There you go. It's a matter of doing the right thing for your club. If you love your club as much as what I see in chats and stuff like that on YouTube, then you have to show up at that protest. You've got to get there. You have got to get there. Um, it's as simple as that. And hopefully you'll get what you'll get your wish if you stick at it by wanting leave by wanting Enoch out. Or you wanting this. You've got to all protest for one thing or one voice, because uh, not having a clear message going into a protest or something like, you've got to have a clear message which is a bit Enoch out. That's the message you need to send. And it's you cannot afford, even if you survive by the skin of your teeth, you cannot afford to have another season like this again, because um, I remember Sunderland having two bad seasons, and at third season it caught up with them, and no one could save them. So even if you survive this season, which I highly doubt with the form you're in and stuff, you've got to get these. You've got to demand that the Enoch go. And if they're not going to go, at least they'll be put under enough pressure to say, right, we can't have this all the time. We're going to have to massively invest into the squad, and with manager, new sporting directors. You've got to get rid of Lange and go on, Stuart. Lange and Emery you got for bloody Arsenal. You've got to get rid of them two as well. You've got to get rid of them. You really, Vinay, that's it, Vinay. You've got to get rid of Vinay and Lange. You have to. You've got to bring in a manager who's competent, and who understands the Premier League. Um, and hope and hope at best you can rebuild again, because even if you stay up, I think you'll lose some of your players like Van der Ven and Romero. I think they'll go. I think they'll push for a way out. They'll find a way of getting out somehow. But if you get relegated, you're gonna have to rebuild a brand new squad anyway, because you've got to bring the wages right down, haven't you? And players aren't going to want to stick around for that. And when I've had the luxury of being at Tottenham, earning 180 grand a week, they're not going to be all of a sudden wanting to play for 90 grand a week in Championship. So a lot of things have to change at Tottenham, a lot of things, and the first thing has to be getting his owners out for yourselves, because they're the ones who built this team. They're the ones who sign off on the checks. They're the ones who agree to things and disagree to don't agree to other things when it comes to signings. They're the main culprits, that is for sure. But Lange and Vinay haven't exactly filled himself with any and they haven't exactly given himself any glory, have they? So anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'll bore you to death if I keep going on about it. But yeah, so get to protest, guys, if you can, on ahead of the Nottingham Forest game, and express your true feelings and how you feel. Anyway, thank you for watching this edition of Sporting Journey. Till next time, guys. Have a great day. See you all soon. Bye bye.